What's up, guys? It's Austin from the Normal Investor here, and this week has been a straight tease. We started off with a huge sell-off, and the last 2 days we've had a crazy rally. I have SPY pulled up, which is a ETF that tracks S&P 500, and as you can see here, I had a chance to look at the graph, and coming on to next week, it looks like we have a resistance right here. Personally, with all the inflation and everything, I'm thinking this is a bull trap. Personally, we very well could jump above that level, and that's what I'd be watching for. But personally, I'm playing it safe Monday morning, and I'm waiting to get in until we are above this level in the SPY, because I think we see a drop in it. And pulling up the QQQ, let me zoom in on the 180-day chart. But same thing, we had a pretty nasty sell-off at the beginning of the week, and then a V-shaped recovery, and we did close close above a pretty key level, and I'd be looking for that to hold Monday as well. So with that being said, make sure you're always looking at these ETFs, or you're looking at the NASDAQ and S&P 500, and always check that before you get into your trade, because ultimately most of the time your stocks are going to follow the market. And next thing I would like to get into, guys, is our earnings next week. And honestly, it's a pretty dull week, nothing crazy exciting, but there's still some possibility of some great trades coming up. So first one on Monday, I have RIDE, which is Lordstown Motors. And there's not much to go off on the graph other than we're just very oversold. And if you've been in a little bit the game a bit, on earnings, most of the time we have a run up towards earnings, and I could see this really going crazy Monday mornings. But the biggest thing for me with this company is it's taking a big hit, and I'm looking to see if they can produce some good numbers on earnings. And if they can, I would say at this low we're at would be a great opportunity to buy in the company, but I'm not extremely bullish on it. But let's wait to see what those numbers are looking like, and if they come out good, right now it might be a great buy. As far as Tuesday, we have a company that I am an investor in, and that is Huya. If you didn't know, it is like a Twitch service, but for China. And if you look here, let me pull up the longer term chart. On the 3-year chart, we've bottomed out at this point really one time, and we've crossed it twice, and we're right at it again on a third time. I like the company. It's a huge platform in China. Again, it's taken a big hit due to just being a Chinese stock and threatening of delisting. But as far as the number of users and stuff is ridiculous, and I like this point because we have a clear support, and we look like we're already starting to rally. So I would watch for that on Tuesday, and you probably have if the market's doing well, a run up Monday morning. But I wouldn't hold through that until I see where it's going, unless you're just extremely bullish on the company. Now for Wednesday and Thursday, well, for Wednesday first, we have Lowe's, and personally, I'm not a huge fan on getting into Lowe's, especially where we're at on highs. I would be careful about that if you are an investor in Lowe's. And finally, guys, on Friday we have FL, which is Foot Locker. And the reason why I'm looking at this personally is we are at an all-time high, and as you know, not many things in the market are at all-time highs. So to me, any bad opportunity that this presents itself on earnings, I could see this dropping down pretty significantly, and I would be looking for that earnings and possibly a put. Just know that the premium is going to be a little bit higher, but unless they really excite, I could see this going lower. All right, guys, and for next week, my first stock is going to be DASH, which is DoorDash, and it had earnings this week, and what an explosion we had. It had great numbers, but on the 180-day chart, I just want to show you these highs that we keep topping out at, and we are right at it again. So if you pulled up the 5-day 5-minute, we touched it and we instantly dropped. So if the market and pre-market were down a little bit, I'm looking to put puts on Dash, and I could see us coming all the way back down to this 180-day moving average just from how much we pulled up, it's quite overbought. So I could see us coming back down into the 135 range come Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday if the market's having a bad start to the week. But if we break this, we could be going higher. But if we come up to about right here, I'd be looking to play a put on that and riding this down to around the 135 area. Now for my next stock, I have Riot, which if you don't know is a Bitcoin mining company. And if you have anything to do with crypto, you know that Bitcoin and some of the bigger cryptos had a pretty rough week. Bitcoin went to high 50s all the way down to, I want to say 48,000 at one point. And right now we're sitting right at 50,000 at the point of recording. And personally, I believe that we start to run back up to 50. We had news where Elon said that they're no longer accepting Bitcoin as a payment for their cars, and I think it's starting to wear out at this point. So looking at the graph at Riot, we're at a support. We just got over it of a long term, and I'm looking for it to hold this point, but I'm more so looking for Bitcoin to go up after the news is kind of getting old. And I mean, just look at the room we have. And yes, we're down like 9,000 off the highs, but look how much room we could move up. And if Bitcoin could break that at some point, we could definitely be going high 50s again at some point. Another one to look if you're bullish on Bitcoin at this point would be Mara. It's another Bitcoin mining company, but personally right now I like Riot, one because it's had a higher all-time high, and two, we have a support that we're currently at right now. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin and you think we could be going back to 60,000, which I definitely think is possible, definitely give these two stocks a looking into. And my last stock, guys, is AMD. I'm looking to pick up some shares here just because how much I like the chart. If you look at it, I got the 180-day pulled up, and just a clear support that we've held constantly here, and right here, which we've broken it a couple times, but we've always reclaimed it. We're sitting about $1 above it, but right now, guys, I think it's a great time to get in. Maybe we see a little bit of a pullback, but this support has stood the test of times. And honestly, as a company, I believe AMD is very undervalued right now. And just with everything it has going for it, we have a lot of potential to get back to all-time highs quite easily. So definitely give this one a shot. I could definitely see us bouncing off of this, and the company itself is just a great company. Guys, honestly, that's a shorter list than I normally provide, but right now the market's in a weird area to me where we could drop off more due to inflation, or we could keep rallying, just especially in the growth stocks, just since we've been sold off so much. And I personally right now am teeter-totting on what I think is happening. So personally, I would keep a little bit of cash on hand and buy if we do drop lower. But we very well could not and continue to go up. And so I would make sure at least a decent amount of your cash is already in stocks, because some of these are just amazing deals. And honestly, pretty much all the growth stocks are still at great deals. Like me, I bought some Neo, I bought some RK this week, I bought some Chewy. Pretty much everything that the stock market's betting on its future potential is down pretty rough. And it has recovered towards the end of the week. But just don't overthink it. Don't wait till it's back at all-time highs to get into it. Let's start averaging that right now when it's low, and don't be afraid. You always can buy more a little lower, and it's going to go back up. The stock market won't be down forever, and as you could see, we were all panicking probably that Monday through Wednesday, and we had a crazy run up Thursday and Friday, but we could go back down. Who knows? But just the point is, looking at the bigger picture, we are very low to where we were 2-3 months back. So just keep that in mind and keep it positive, and let's keep making some money, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be coming at you next week, and we'll see if this thing continues to keep moving up, or if we see a turn for the worse Monday or Tuesday. So just remember, watch that SPY, watch that QQQ, and make sure you're looking at your support and your resistances. My name's Austin from The Normal Investor, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.